What up, baby? Welcome to open mic night. It is Saturday. We have a nice warm fire here. It's a beautiful night. Tonight we're going to an open mic at Dexter's pub in Lawrence, Kansas. It is usually a pretty good open mic, but it is an hour drive away. So I am going to be carpooling with my friend Andrew Yonke tonight. First thing we got to do, we got to write a few jokes. Let's pray to the Muse for a little bit of help. Muse, please help me have a great set tonight and make everybody crack up. That weird little burp was an offering to you, Muse. Please help me tonight. All right, everybody. We did a little bit of writing, and now it's time to go to the open mic. We're going to wait for Yonke to pick us up. What's up, bro?
Boom, baby.
You ready for the open mic?
Fuck yeah, I'm ready. Did you write some jokes?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Welcome to Open Mic Night. Give it up for your host and MC, Michael Blank. Yo, we made it. We are at Dexter's out here in Lawrence, Kansas. What up, Yonke?
Boom, baby. We're out here at the famous Dexter's pub, you know?
I'm drinking a beer tonight. It's a giant beer because Yonke's driving, so I might get a little bit drunk. Yonke almost never drinks. Why is that?
It's not my drug of choice. I think alcohol is like one of the worst drugs there is. I think it's kind of gay a little bit. Watch the first episode of my podcast for more on that. And I just think there's far better drugs, and I'm doing those instead. You can't be so easily caught for driving on those either.
Yeah, dude. I don't drink that much because, I don't want to get a beer belly. And, you can smoke a bunch of weed and be ripped, but, it's hard to drink a bunch of beer and be ripped. So that's, my main problem with it. But I fuck with it. I fuck with alcohol. What's your main problem with it?
Well, if you have more than 2 drinks a week, you significantly increase your chances of getting cancer. It's toxic to your kidneys, liver, brain, skin, all of your organs. It's poison. Your body rejects it in almost every way. And,
Bro, you sound like a huge pussy right now.
No, this is, I think you're taking a firm stance here because it conflicts with your own ideology of, wanting to do better for yourself and self-improvement, greatness, making healthy choices. You'd make a lot of healthy choices. You work out. You're very conscious of these things. And then you fuck it all up with the alcohol.
Dude, I barely drink. Maybe a couple times a month. And I drink less than I used to. I don't think alcohol is going to give me cancer. I think that's crazy. I don't know where cancer comes from, but I don't think it's alcohol.
You got to check out the new Huberman labs that have been coming out. The studies do show that alcohol severely increases the chances of getting cancer. Link to the studies here.
Bro, here's the thing about alcohol, why I think I should drink more and smoke weed less. Look at what? Why are you laughing?
That's terrible. That's a terrible idea.
Look at drinking cultures and then look at smoking cultures. So drinking cultures, the Roman Empire.
No.
And then smoking. What do you mean no?
No, they talk about wine, all that. They didn't have fermented alcohol. Those were all psychedelic beverages. They were drinking juice with mushrooms in it, essentially.
No, people got hammered because like the water wasn't clean, but beer was, so they were drinking all day, every day.
That's
but
the Irish. That's centuries later. The Romans.
I don't think you know how old beer is.
Beer is one thing. We're talking about fermented alcohol versus like the consumption of like beverages that were psychoactive.
Okay, fine. I guess. Okay, fine. Whatever. Then the Romans smoked a bunch of weed. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, they were on psychedelics.
That's ridiculous, bro.
And not many of them.
So a few of them took psychedelics. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, that is.
Okay, well, they were all hammered all the time. Read the fucking Bible. Jesus turned water into wine.
But
the Roman... Okay, dude, I have the microphone. You can't talk while I have the microphone. It fucks up the audio. So, basically, they were hammered.
I think wine was not fermented alcohol. It was juices that had, like, essentially psychedelics in them. They were poisoning themselves and having like ergot reactions, like tripping on acid.
So you think Jesus at the wedding turned water into acid instead of wine, and everyone was tripping, and then all of a sudden now everybody drinks alcohol? No, dude, I think we've always all been drinking alcohol.
Alcohol has been sold to you. They stole your medicine and they sell you poison, and they feed you lies, you know? They say Jesus turned water into wine. He was taking acid. That's why they say in the Bible they saw an angel. What did the angel look like? Well, it was made up entirely of wings covered in eyes. Like they were tripping dick. Listen to any story in the Bible. They're clearly hallucinating.
Bro, I've tripped a lot. Never have I seen like an angel covered in eyes. And alcohol, getting drunk is so fun. And smoking weed is like cool, but it just makes you like introspective. It makes me less impulsive.
Well, that's why I think different drugs do different things. But I think there's better drugs than alcohol.
All right, fair enough. Anyways, I revamped my YouTube page today. I made it like more yellow, more branded. What do you think of it, Yonke?
It looks clean, it looks lean, and it looks mean. I mean, I am happy with it. It is the YouTube channel that I go to every day without a doubt. I'm always checking in to see if anything has happened. I have my notifications on, but just in case, on my lunch break I go. And so it is nice to know that you're not only focused on writing jokes, but also creating a clean user experience, and you care about your fans.
Thank you for the glaze, Yonke. Yeah, I did make my profile picture make it appear as if I was popping out of the profile picture, so that only took me like an hour and a half.
It's almost like you had to like watch a YouTube video on how to do that. That's pretty cool.
There were points where I had to watch YouTube videos, so yeah, it is kind of a weird self-serving cycle, huh?
Well, it fulfills the YouTube ecosystem. It's like without YouTube videos, you wouldn't know how to make your YouTube channel do what YouTube's supposed to do.
So, Yonke, how was your recent trip to Austin, Texas?
It was a blast. Not everything goes according to plan, but nevertheless, it was super fun. I ripped a bunch of shows. Shout out to Xavier Cardona, who put me up for the entire weekend. That was a blast. I did mics, connected with people, set up some shows for myself for later, and I'll be returning. I think I'm going to go back another 2 times this year.
Glad to hear it went well for you, Yonke. What is the fastest car?
Production car?
The fastest car in the world, bar none.
This feels tricky. I know that a few years ago, the Honda Civic Type R set some sort of record for like 220. But I feel like that's just a production car. I think the real answer is going to have to be some sort of like F1, something crazy, or yeah, something like that.
All right, yeah, that's cool. I was just curious about that. So,
Oh, you didn't look that one up, like the Peregrine Falcon?
yeah, I just asked you a question. What do you mean? If I looked it up, I wouldn't have to have asked you it.
Oh, well then what do you mean by fastest? The Dodge Demon? I mean, 0 to 60, that's pretty fast.
Here's a better question. If your comedy career took off and tomorrow you had $30 million, what car would you buy? What's your dream car?
I'd like a Rolls-Royce Phantom.
How much do those go for?
About $500,000. The thing is like it's a V12, it guzzles gas, and it's not meant to. You're not meant to drive a Rolls Royce.
Okay.
You're meant to be driven in them. You're supposed to be in the back seat and have a driver. I don't want to do road gigs from a roll. I don't want to be in the back seat of a Phantom for 8 hours on my way to Chicago.
No, bro, you have a tour bus at that point. Okay, so if you had $30 million, what car would you buy for your like everyday car that you would want to drive all the time?
I like these little Porsche Cayennes for, I would get something like that for like the wife so that she could run the kids to it, and I'd hop in it for errands, and then I'd get myself something sporty and mean. I like Porsches. I like maybe a GT3. Yeah.
Bro, I would get a stick shift no matter what car I get. I learned how to drive on a stick shift, so I love them. But I would probably get like a Mustang or something. I'm not a huge car guy, so I don't know a lot, but Mustang seems cool.
I'm not a Mustang guy. And if I had bananas money, I mean, AMG Mercedes, very comfortable, very fast. Like, as long as you're cool paying a bunch in maintenance and like taking it to the shop every so often and getting a loaner car, like those are really nice. S-Class Mercedes, 7 Series BMW, massage seats while you're driving, like.
Massage seats would be crazy. Did you play any sports growing up?
Yeah, all of them.
Like what sports, like from what age?
At like a young age, I got exposed to like a bunch of them. Really, it boiled down to football. I played football my freshman year of high school, and that was it.
And then after freshman year, you didn't play anything?
No, I was involved in other extracurricular activities.
Drug dealing?
Well, allegedly.
Dude, I've known you for a while. I did not know you played football, and that was like the sport you played the longest. That's pretty cool.
I did not have a great football career, but I had a lot of fun. I've really let my middle school football coach down.
Yeah, I didn't have a great football career. I started like 3 years in middle school. Never started in high school. All I wanted to do was go to state and like experience that, but we never made it to state.
Have you ever talked to somebody who has like unrealistic ideas of what they were like in high school sports? I had a buddy one time. This was before comedy, and we were just we were going through it. We were in similar situations, and we were smoking a blunt together. And he looked at me and he was like, "Man, I just feel like if I wasn't fucking around in the streets, I could have made it to the league." And I was like, wait, what league? Not the National Football League. Are you serious? I'm like, BMO, stop playing. And we called up my friend Blake. You've met Blake. Blake's fucking huge. He actually had offers to play at some, like, not big schools, but, like, I want to say, like, D2. And he was like, Brandon? He sucked. Like, he was not good. No, the NFL. Are you serious?
Bro, I get it. I actually get what he's saying, bro, because people would say I sucked in high school and whatever. But, bro, if I went back right now to, like, being a child, like a 5-year-old kid, but I had the knowledge that I have right now, I bet I could have trained myself to get to the NFL. Like, I've seen Julian Edelman. His genetics aren't that far off from mine, dude. I could have fucking made it if I had the knowledge, but I just didn't have the right circumstances. But I get what that guy's saying, dude. I mean, it's all, you can fucking train yourself. You can train your hands and catch the ball, dude. I don't know.
Dude, that's so stupid. If you could go back to when you were 5 with all that knowledge, why would you not just buy Bitcoin? Like, why would you put yourself through all the CTE and stuff? You'd still get to fuck the same beautiful women. You'd just be, like, rich off of nothing.
Yeah, dude, but being rich is one thing. Going to the NFL and being rich is just so... that's better, dude. That's better. You can buy Bitcoin and train yourself.
I don't know, dude. Aaron Hernandez, dead by suicide in his jail cell.
The CTE is a good point. Maybe I'd go for basketball instead. No, I'm kidding. Basketball would be way harder than football to make the league.
Dude, all you would have to do is, like, train yourself. Dude, honestly, ping pong. You know, all we would have to do is lock in and then bet a whole bunch of money on ourselves as ping pong underdogs and destroy the Chinese.
We'd have to move to China and train with the Chinese if we really wanted to be that good at it. But
dude, fuck that. We'd have to go back to before ping pong was invented and train and win the first tournaments.
No, if you could go back before skateboarding was invented and invent every trick, that'd be fire.
Dude, if I had a time machine, I would release all of Jay-Z's albums right before him, N-word and all.
My phone's gonna die pretty soon. We should probably cut this interview.
It is kind of lengthy.
This was a 20-minute interview. We'll see how long it is by the final cut, but next stop, open mic.
Mike just finished his beer. Next stop, he's on stage. See you soon, baby. Like and subscribe.
Wait, last question. Should I get another 25-ounce beer, yes or no?
Well, as your doctor, no. But as your friend who wants you to have a good time, have at it, buddy.
Well, you're not my doctor, so I'm going to have to take the advice of my friend. But it might not be good for the stand-up.
No.
Shout out Andrew Yonke.
Make some noise for next coming on stage, everybody. Michael Blank, give her Michael Blank!
How are we doing, Dexters? Good? Okay. Boom, baby. We just got done with the open mic. It was a great time. I had a lot of fun up there. I was the second comedian on stage. I started out by talking about how I ran into my old teacher and it bombed very hard. I ran into my old teacher at the Walgreens here. Yeah, I ran into her in the parking lot with my car. Yeah. She's dead. Because she gave me detention, so I killed her. And then I talked about getting expelled from Mizzou. We are in Lawrence, which is home of the University of Kansas. They're like the rival of Missouri. I went to the University of Missouri. Go Tigers. What? Oh, you guys don't like the Tigers around here? Someone should have told me. No, I went to Mizzou, but I got expelled. I got kicked out. Yeah, people hear that. They're like, oh, Michael must be an idiot. Oh, he must have failed out of college. No, I did not fail out. I got expelled. There's a big difference. The main difference is that I actually have a restraining order. I'm not allowed on campus. So that sucks. Why did I get expelled? They said I was a detriment to the community. Their words, not mine. It's weird because I'm still a fan of Mizzou, even though they expelled me. I'm like, oh, I hope they have a lot of away games this year. Those are the only games I'm allowed to go to. I did a fruit roll-up joke. Hey, who wants a free fruit roll-up? You do?
All day.
Well, good luck finding one because this is clearly a fruit by the foot. not a fruit roll up. You stupid little idiot. Got him. And then I told an old joke about being molested. Well, guys, I usually don't tell a lot of people this, but I'm pretty drunk, so. I was molested by my mother. When I was just a baby, my mother forced me to drink milk from her tit, from her naked tit. She called it breastfeeding. I call it rape. I tried to tell a therapist what happened, and he said what my mom did was normal. What a fucked up world we live in, huh? Anyways, that was the mic tonight. Now we're gonna drive back to Kansas City. Thank you guys for coming along. I fucking love you guys. Peace. If you want open mic night to come to your city, then tap the link in the description and tell me what city I should go to next. This program is made possible from contributions by viewers like you. Thank you.